Today is May 19th. The Yankees take 3 out of 4 against the Baltimore Orioles, remain the best team in Major League Baseball.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, presented by SeatGeek. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake, and producer BBD is in the corner. The Yankees win 3 more games, giving them a total of 28 games won on the season. That's the most in baseball. They have a winning percentage, Jake, 757. The only team to have one that starts with 750 or above. Scratch that. The only team to have one that starts with 7. A tier above the rest. The Yankees are delighting us to the best start we've ever seen a Yankees team have. Is that true? I mean, yeah, it is. This is the best start of your, mine, and Beauty's life.
Right. Our lifetime. What's going on, Jimmer? Everyone tuning in, your families. The color green. We're getting a lot of green from Jim. Some spackles of green in my shirt. DraftKings studio we're in, green. Yeah, I mean, we get a little punch in the mouth to end this one. Would have been nice to 4 games, and we could still be peacocking some absolutely insane numbers. And kind of like you just said, Jim, you still can. The Yankees are playing an incredible brand of baseball. I mean, this series felt like a dominant Yankees team against a bad Orioles team. And it's like, oh, yeah, they got one. We threw Litke in the 9th. He hadn't pitched in a while. He's pitched twice in the past 2 weeks. So, yeah, I mean, it's 28-10. They get that 10th loss. Tough. They're playing incredible. A couple weird things in today's game with Rizzo getting tossed and Marwin in a big at-bat kind of hurts his leg. So, hey, this Yankees team has responded well to losing. They've responded well to everything. So hopefully coming back home to the Boogie Down Bronx tomorrow against the White Sox, who are still mid, for lack of a better term. Sorry if you have to bleep that in post, BBD. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. What's good with you, Timbuktu?
Not much. I'm tired. Don't know how to sugarcoat that.
Yeah.
Just really tired. But I got to close the chat, and that's always a bummer. Because people are acting like something bad happened. Took 3 out of 4 from Baltimore. Best team. Like, Yankees fans are. Remember that year? Was it 18 or 19? They hadn't lost 3 in a row yet. And when they did lose 3 in a row, like, Yankee fans were like panicked. Well, I just said this is the best start to a season. Like, I can guarantee almost anyone listening to the show has had as a Yankee fan. And we're getting it when they lose a game on a walk-off. People are trying to act like they're panicking.
Yeah, I don't even address those folks.
It's nuts.
They're not real.
They're so good.
They're really good. They're awesome. They're awesome. We got kind of some of our first injury stuff today, so there's a lot to talk about, a lot to digest.
What happened with Marwin? Maybe I missed that.
Marwin had a leg thing mid at bat. He stayed in because they kind of couldn't take him out. They were exhausting their whole bench option. And Chad Green, the right forearm stiffness. So, a couple. I kind of kept saying, like, this season hasn't been a mirage. Like, it's been very real, and the signs of the Yankees being this good all make sense. We were laughing the other day because we were like, basically any box that needed to be checked got checked. Like Sevy being good, DJ being good. What Rizzo being like the great version of Rizzo, the Matt Blake show with all the pitchers. That, yeah, man, it's all of that stuff has been going so well that I do think, today's one of the first days of note. Chad Green probably going to the IL. Is it a real thing? Is it not a real thing? We're going to find out about that. The Hicks stuff is starting to get tough, but
it's just soreness for now with Chad. So
right. So yeah, we'll see. But in the midst of this game heavy streak, we return back home. Another incredible road trip. Yeah, if you're somehow salty about this game or the Yankees in general, we have one piece of advice for you. Something a frog does. It's eat a bug.
I'm interested to see Chad. I heard it was sore beforehand, so he took himself out because it was sore again. But even if it's nothing, they're 10-day IL him. Who cares? Like it's May, and if you're took yourself out of the game and the bullpen's deep and the Yankees are winning, and they're not going to push it. So I'm not even worried if it's a 10-day IL. Like, I'll be worried when that gets pushed, when he doesn't come back from that.
Right.
Yeah.
Which we'll find out more about that as we go.
You want to burn?
I think we could do that. I think we could bet on that. I think we could bet on that at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Jim, they're the official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. If you bet the Yankees to start out 28-10, that would have been a really good return. That would have been a really good number. Tough bet to find.
Real tough.
But they've got a lot at the DraftKings Sportsbook. And right now, new customers can bet $5 on any team to win. And you'll get $150 in free bets no matter what. You don't have to get the bet right. Win or lose, you choose. That wasn't in there, but kept the rhyme going. They got their same-game parlays. Papi Gordo's got his bet of the day of the week coming out tomorrow. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Withdraw and deposit your cash whenever you want. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code JOHNBOY. Bet just $5 and get $150 in free bets no matter what happens on the field. That's promo code JOHNBOY at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Game one?
Ready if you are.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Burn. Jakey Burn.
Cause it's Monday night in Baltimore as we're playing 4 versus the Birds. Grab a bevy and watch some Sevy. Luis Severino takes the pill for the Yanks as they tell Kyle not to act so bratish with the young pitcher getting his first start against NYY. Giancarlo, don't hit the music. Hit the RBI double button, as although it should have been music, would have been gone at most stadiums. Rizzo scores. Stanton thrown out at third. It's 1-0 Yankos. Trevino, Jose. He hits his first Yankee home run off the pole. 349. It's a 3-run yacker, and it's 4-0 Yankees. Ha ha ha, Santander. I don't care. 4-1 Yanks. Sevy battled a little bit in this and found it. 6 innings, 1 hit, 2 walks, 7 Ks. Ho ho ho. Daddy likes that. In the 9th, how are your insurance runs? Josh Donaldson brings a little rain, brings a little pain. And Anthony Tony Meatballs Rizzo, he hits another home run. It's 6-1 Yanks. Oh, Santander does it again. I don't care. Sevy to Johnny to Chad to Chappie. Ooh, little greasers. Yankees win game 1, 6-2 final.
The Yankees win. The Yankees win. The Yankees win. Too easy.
You serious about that?
Kind of bratish.
I thought you liked that. I saw you giggle a little bit.
Well, that's his handle, right?
What was it?
Kind of bratish.
Kind of bratish. Yeah, I was doing the kind of Brad. I was doing kind of the Brad Chad thing that was big for a while. Like, don't be a Brad. Don't be so bratish.
The Yankees right now, if they get like a 3 spot or a 4 spot early in the game,
so
there's like whatever. Pitchers, you take care of this. And then if they need to help get back in the game later or just like secure it, they'll just hit some homers later on or some small ball later on. But Trevi hits that home run. Congrats to him. The game's over.
Yankees go up early. It's almost like, hey, let's become Rangers fans for the month, you know? Like, you can do other things.
Yeah.
Not that we would bandwagon.
Sevy.
What do you think about Sevy?
6 innings pitch, 1 hit, 1 earned run. We kind of talked about this the last episode since it was a 4-game set, so that we can't do it too much. But yeah, I mean, Loizaga and Chad with good outings. I thought that was important, and then Chappie with Santander gets him, whatever, got the save. But we talked a lot about this game, so I don't know if we want to move on to game 2. There's not many discussions about they didn't pinch run anybody.
Yeah.
And they just use the bullpen how like you kind of can guess it's going to be used.
Yeah, I guess that's the note. Like, Judge sat, and it was kind of our first time we were like, yeah, sit him, good. Don't need him right now. Why bother?
Just going to fire him up for next time.
Just going to, if you play him, he's going to hit more home runs, and Hal's going to have to pay him more. Like, yeah, smart move. Sit him.
I think his arbitration date's coming up. So that's another topic.
It'll be a fun one. No, we talked about this game a little bit on the last step. Trevino, how about you?
Beautiful swing.
Perfect.
I saw you hit that same homer off Trev in the warehouse.
Yeah. Both pitchers were meat.
Meat, calves, all of it.
Bratish.
Kind of bratish. The next game featured 20 hits. A little odd, huh?
Doesn't happen in every game, sure.
You want to burn that one?
I think I can.
20 hits. Burn each one of them.
Jamison Tyone and the Pinstripers take on Spencer Sammy Watkins as he tries to catch a dub for Baltimore. Jim, top 1. Guess who's back? Big Aaron. Double off the top of the ridiculous wall. We hate you, Camden Yards. It's 1-0 Yanks. Urias, I smack-talked him pregame. I was like, I've never seen you do anything. He hits a homer. Good for you, kid. Don't care. Aaron Judge orders another. This time, he's going to avoid that stupid wall. He goes out to center. It's 2-1 Yanks. These pesky O's. Mancini scores on the error. We hate that. But how about this? A familiar name, Jim. Nevin. Sack fly to center. Phil's boy Tyler. It's 3-2 Birds. No, it's not. It's 3-3. Big Aaron Judge does what should be his 3rd homer of the game. Instead, he'll just take 2, I guess. DJ scores 1 on a ground out. It's 4-3 Yanks after 6. Make it 5-3 after 7 as Donaldson, he scores on the fielding area from Urias. So eat bugs, dude. I take my compliment back. A lot of eating bugs today on the broadcast. Sorry about it. Tyone, 5 innings, 3 earned runs. Whatever. We'll do without it. Mike King comes in, and boy, does he hold court, Jim. 3 perfect innings. Again, chill out, dude. He kicks it to that guy Chapman at the end of the game. What has he done? He gives up another RBI, but The Yankees survive. Your final score, 5-4 Yanks. Tyone, King, Chapman. Yanks take the first 2 games in Baltimore.
This game was a blowout, but for some reason, the Yankees didn't have as many runs as it felt like they had. I mean, you got a hit, and then Judge has that hit up on the wall. Then he gets thrown out at third, and then you have 2 more homers for Judge, and just all like the offensive explosion that it feels like we've witnessed. It felt like a blowout, and you're like, wait, it's a close game? Why is it so close? And then Chappie gets into trouble again at the end of the inning. Now, this is interesting. I don't know if this is an award later on or anything, but Chappie comes in at that point. Or no, sorry, this was game 1. Chappie came in when it was 6-1 because Rizzo and Donaldson went back to back.
Right.
But Aaron Boone's post game was interesting there because they're like, so, is he not closer? Like, what's that about? And Boone was like, well, no, I got him up when it was a save situation. He was going to come in and be the closer, but we hit 2 home runs and he was hot. So I figured I'd just let him pitch. Interesting. Like Mariano never did that. They talked about that on the broadcast, but also I think that's fine.
It's fair all around because in past years they would have sat Chappie down. I do think it ties into him being in a little funk right now. Clay Holmes was also out of that game. He pitched back-to-back days. So there's that. In this game, I mean, it was kind of the Judge show, 4 for 5, which should have been 3 home runs. The rest of the Yankees, Glaber had a 2-hit day, and he was still continuing his like, oh, Glaber looks nice. But yeah, Tyone clearly didn't have it. You kind of saw him searching. And again, like the fact that our doesn't have it starts, our 5 innings, 3 earned right now, that's nuts.
So what I said on my little post-game recap. I'm like, that's his worst start of like the year, and it's a winnable game. Like, that's not that is not a start to brag about. But we're talking about like, that's his worst start of the season. I think I didn't check the game log, and it's such a winnable game. The Yanks won the game.
They did, in fact. And I mean, that's where Mike King again continues to be this special player. If you want to do the Tyone King piggyback, I mean, you're looking at 8 innings, 3 earned there. Kind of nice of Tyone when I do that. Mike King's been awesome. Yeah, it gets a little dicey in the 9th. Chappie. Yeah, I mean, he's clearly he gets the first 2 outs pretty easily. He strikes out Owings, Urias grounds out, and then Nevin with the single, and Chirinos with the single, and then McKenna doubles, and you're kind of like, holy crap, it's 5-4? There's a runner on third base? Like, what's going on? Jim, I mean, a couple things. I'm dialed on Joey Gallo for a lot of reasons right now as we evaluate this Yankees team going forward. The double drops in front of him. I consider myself an outfield defense connoisseur. It looked like he had a really good chance to catch it. He doesn't, but he kept it in front of him, which that was a conversation.
He doesn't have that play.
Well,
not many people have that in their bag. Gardner did. Gardner could slide for that ball feet first and make the catch if it's there, but also guarantee it doesn't get by him. But not a lot of left fielders can do that. Like he does. I've never seen him slide feet first. So I just don't think he has that. Like Clint didn't have that. Clint could only slide head first. So with his skill set, I think he's got to let it drop and keep it in front of him. Otherwise it's a tie game.
Yeah, I mean, I was the more I relived it, the further I got away from the situation because it's a game-ending catch, and I picture myself playing any game, and it's like, well, I'm gonna lay out game-ending catch. Pretty much the consensus seemed he was gonna keep it in front of him, and either with the Gardy slide or not, I think we all Yankee fans have that image of Gardy like short hopping a ball, and he kind of turns into an infielder either way. So it ends up not hurting them. I mean, there could have been a reevaluation afterwards, but you play to fight another day, and they end up getting Cedric Mullins to foul out to third, which that was a little bit of a blessing there. Runners on second and third, like a little blooper. Yankees would have lost that game, which changes the whole tone a little bit. But again, they just get wins.
They get wins. It felt like a blowout. It wasn't. on the Chapman front, I have
Okay.
just from doing Talkin baseball. I know Hader's having an unreal season, but like Kenley blew a save over the weekend. Kimbrel gave up 3 earned runs over the week. I'm wondering if closers are just getting got a lot early on this year.
Yeah, I mean, you said 3 kind of the big timers / old timers. I mean, I don't know. On Wake and Jake this week, I went through and kind of did a nasty reliever on each team, but again, that doesn't necessarily mean the closer. Like, Mike King would be kind of the breakout reliever of the Yankees this year, and you don't see him in the 9th inning. So,
no, I'm talking about the no matter the situation, old school version
Right.
of closers. We're seeing them. At least it seems like get got.
yeah, it's probably case by case. I know Edwin Diaz crossed down has been doing well this year. But yeah, I know my guy Raisel Iglesias has been caught a couple times. So yeah, I'd have to look at the numbers a little bit more, but I don't know. I mean, Chappie just hasn't looked super sharp.
No, not at all. I'm not really like defending him. I'm just wondering if the people that get pigeonholed into you're getting the last 3 outs no matter who the guys are, and we're not looking into matchups at all. Like if that's really backfiring now, which the Yankees are starting to not do.
Yeah, they're kind of getting away.
Yeah. Anything else in this game? Who sat this one?
The wall's dumb.
I am fine with, like I said, I don't know if we were on air. I'm fine with the wall one way or the other. Like they just,
both.
why did they have to make it so deep and so tall? Make it one or the other.
Yeah.
But I also like the Judge play. That was fun baseball to watch. I mean, it hits the top of the wall. You get a relay throw, get third. Like that's action. So as far as a baseball product, like it was more exciting than straight home run for a third party fan.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I want third-party fans thinking that's a homer. Yeah, I mean, this first iteration of the wall in 6 years, I think we'll be able to laugh at. And that's an easy way to sum it up is do one or the other. Even those dimensions, and if you took out the corner, because I don't like that, if you had the low wall, it would be fun. It would be fun. That would be like the new Camden Yards. Judgy, man. Now his stats that exist but maybe do matter or don't matter, like Aaron Judge after an off day. Boogity boogity.
Both times this season, he's gotten 2 homer games, which is why I chose him in the homer draft.
Smart snag.
Smart guy. Sometimes. I lost my tab. I'm trying to find out the lineup. It was DJ, Judge, Rizzo, Stan, Donald. Oh, this was the Towers.
Yeah.
This was their best lineup. That's why, they hit the ball hard, and they had a lot of hard hit balls.
Bongo.
The next lineup gets funky again. Is Hicks bats leadoff. DJ's out. Stanton's out. Let's burn it.
Let's do it. Game 3 with Garrett Cole wearing the 4-5 as a tribute to Jordan Lyles, twirling it for the O's. Top 1, Gleba bomb. Well, not fully. A RBI double scores Rizzo. It's 1-0 Yanks. Make it 3. Donaldson scores on the wild pitch, and then Torres scores on the throwing error by Ben Moon. It's 3-0 Yanks, babe. Let's go. Jim, it would stay that way into the 6th. Garrett was locked in. Garrett lost it, found it, was nasty, but then in the 6th, Purple Haze, Austin with the RBI double, and then Mancini scores him on the RBI ground out. It is 3-2. Good 3-2 by the Orioles to make it 3-2. Jim, Garrett Cole to Clay Holmes. That would be your final score. Garrett went 7-2 earned. Clay Holmes goes 2 inning, no earned runs. Your final score in Baltimore is 3-2 after the Yankees only scored in the first inning. but it was enough on this day.
Another game, man. They pushed three across early. Is it a Trevino homer? Rare occurrence? No. But is it a wild pitch, 2-run score? Rare occurrence? Yeah.
Sure was.
You can't gift the Yankees leads.
No.
And we're seeing teams do this, and then they just lock it down. And maybe that's an award. Never mind.
Okay.
Pause.
Yeah, it's a little bit of the I keep talking about my 10 things you put into a good team bucket, and it's kind of the 2018 Red Sox effect. If they give you an inch, you take a mile, and Yankees, it's their only scoring in the game. That stinks. But Garrett was really locked in for a little bit of this game. A little bit of credit to the Orioles for getting him after he looked so dialed. Clay Holmes is a horse robot. And yeah,
Marwin with a hit and a sliding grab in right field. I don't know what his update is, but he's a ball player right now. That guy's a ball player.
He's a ball player's ball player. I mean, every position he's looked smooth at. Shortstop, third, right field, left field. It's I can't believe how impressed I am by him. And I don't know if that shot's fired. I've seen infielders play outfield well, but you can kind of be like, well, that's an infielder playing the outfield. Or some vice versa. I guess it's a little more rare. He is smooth at every position, and Michael K. loves that Alex Cora quote about talking about how good of a ball player he is and how much of a difference he's going to make. And yeah, I mean, I was on this show a little while back saying, like, are you a part of the team? Like, he just wasn't playing. Like, what's going on? I mean, I really hope he is, because, man, the switch hitting, playing every position like that, it really is, it's incredibly rare. Like, I don't know if I've kind of ever seen that on a baseball field rare. So, good for Marwin, I guess.
Neil Walker?
No, I mean, Neil Walker, he was too sexy.
Disco Neil?
He's too sexy. Little scared in the outfield, little scared at first base, but God, he got it done.
Yeah. Hey, if DJ's not playing, don't lead off Hicks.
Yeah, I mean, that felt like a classic Yankees hoping to spark Hicks. Like, hey, we'll give you the leadoff spot against Baltimore. We'll rest DJ. This will get you going. And it looks like it might have had the reverse effect. He's in a show hole right now. I'm borderline tough to watch.
Take away the border for me.
Mm-hmm.
Zing. 2-inning save for Clay Holmes. It's a new world, man. His 4th save on the season, or maybe his 5th?
I think that was his 3rd.
His 3rd?
I have it as his 3rd.
Okay, 3rd save on the season. Leads the league in games. Oh, shit. They got to slow down then.
Yep.
Okay. They got to slow down on Clay.
Yeah.
Start using Wandy more.
Well, I think, there's probably going to be a conversation to be had there, because your boy, Wandy, looked fantastic today and is having an incredible year.
Yeah. Why'd he get buried?
Everyone else is so good.
Yeah, but he's good.
Everyone else is so good.
He should come out before Castro.
Well, I think we might have seen that pendulum flop today.
I like floppy pendulums.
For me, I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay. You like them when they swing?
I said I'd rather not talk about it.
All right. I'm not talking about it.
I don't like floppy pendulums.
You're the one flopping it.
Take that back.
Let's burn game 4, man. The only one they lost. Stinker, a dud, a loser. A bad game by a bad team going nowhere.
Nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
How you expect this team to win with so many holes?
Where you going? Nowhere.
Stanley Yelnats.
Hey. The battle of the Southpaws on Utah. Jordan Montgomery hoping to get some run support from his Batman versus Bruce Wayne Zimmerman. Boing, Giancarlo. It's a single, people, but it scores 2-0 Yankees. Robinson Chirinos, he goes big fly to tie it up at 2s. And Jorge Mateo, he hits the RBI single. It is 3-2 Birds. Hit the music this time, Giancarlo. Let the rhythm take you over, Giancarlo. Solo homer, too deep left. It's 3-3. IKF RBI. Make that 2 of them. 5-3 after the Yankees shortstop RBI single in the 6th. 5-3 Yanks shut the door, right? Not so much, my friend. Phil's boy Tyler. Cedric entertains, and what's that smell? As Rugi bloops one in, it is 6-5 Orioles. We're going into the 9th. Monty, 5-3. That's your Yankees' bad start this year. So, in the 9th, DJ 26 with another hit. The RBI single scores. IKF. DJ goes to second. Are we going to do it? Bases hug. Giancarlo lines out to center. And bottom 9, tough ask for Licky as Santander hits the game ender. A pretty nice at-bat. 6-9. Baltimore wins. Yankees lose. Yankees are really good.
Hits the game ender is fabulous. Put that on the newspaper.
Kyle was,
He's not good. He's fabulous.
Kyle was listening to, I think, the Orioles broadcast to try to get some videos of it, and the call was super lame. It was bad. It was like Anthony sends the Yankees out, and he was just like, "That's so bad." And I was like, it's Santander with the game ender. Like it's not hard.
No.
It's not hard.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Okay.
Got it.
Counted to 20 live.
No, I didn't count to 20.
You got to the number 20 somehow.
I started at 13.
Okay.
So that's that. I don't know. I mean, in this game, if you want to like break down the reasons why the Yankees lost this game, I can tell you.
Okay, let's hear it.
Some of it might run into awards though, so that's where it gets tricky, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But there's some blatant things in the amalgamation of things.
Yeah.
Like again, it involves Hicks.
Yeah.
Defense, big time. So that might run into a future award. Catcher's interference. That's an odd one. Rizzo getting ejected for yelling, "That's the same pitch." And then DJ not being as good at Rizzo at first base.
Yeah.
And then that's an error, a throwing error, and that runner scores. Litke pitching for the first time in 7 days, the second time in like the last 3 weeks. I think he's pitched twice in the last 15 days now.
Yeah.
And he's in that spot at the end of the game, you know? So some of those are things that happen. A weird catcher's interference. An umpire throwing Rizzo out for just like way too quick for not really saying anything that bad. Just happens. Litke not pitching a bunch. I don't know. Maybe we should be a little more careful. Like Litke's not bad enough that he should get that stashed. Neither is Wandy, especially when you see how much Clay Holmes is being used. And Hicks is a major, not a major, but is the biggest conversation. A team that doesn't have a lot of conversations right now because he's just going through the motions. And like, it doesn't seem like his brain is calculating the next two things that may happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's twice now out of the 4 games they've lost, I think the last 2, there's been a play, or in the last 2 of the last 3, there's been a play where a runner advances on a Hicks throw that it seemed like he didn't even fathom the idea that Nevin might tag from first. And now the tying run is in scoring position. Or the one before, was it in Toronto? There's that relay throw. That was bad. So that's an issue.
Yeah. It might be a tough upcoming segment for Hicks. Licky, it's funny in hindsight looking back. He was used 9 times in April, and remember the season got off to a late start. So that was 9 times in 4 weeks or whatever. This was his 4th appearance. He also pitched on May 1st. So since May 2nd, this is his 3rd appearance. When you see Clay Holmes with the most appearances, it's a real chicken or the egg thing with the Yankees playing this good brand of baseball. I guess, with we'll see what the Chad news is with the Yankees proving that this team is doing really well. You might have to find more Wandy, Castro, Licky windows if you need them. And also tough for Licky as we start dreaming more and more about this roster. If you're not getting used, that's also not good,
Yeah, I know, because there's Clark, there's other people that's his 2nd time pitching in 16 days. And it comes in tie game in the 9th or whatever. So tough.
And you're a big JP Sears guy, so I don't know. We'll save all that talk for awards.
Yeah, second half of the show.
Jim, the second half of the show is brought to you by Manscaped. Sweaty sack summer is approaching. We're leaving sweaty sack spring, and we're going to sweaty sack summer. And you got to prioritize the comfort of your crotch, man. That's why you got to go to Manscaped. They've got their jewel pouch for your jewel pouch. They've got the boxers, Jim. We haven't talked about the boxers in a little while.
It's the only boxers I wear. Got them on right now.
BBD's got them on right now. He's showing the audience, or he just showed them something else. Manscaped, think about this, people. This company has devoted themselves to that region of the male body. So whether you're talking their Lawnmower 4.0 shaver, whether you're talking boxers, I mean, kind of whatever you're talking about down there, Manscaped is going to take care of you. I wouldn't recommend it if they didn't, but literally that's what this company does. It's not like it's a gas station that also does nut stuff. This is nuts. Not like the nut. Get 20% off and free shipping with code YANKS at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code YANKS at manscaped.com. Once the Boxers 2.0 touch your sack, you'll never go back. I mean, that's written by them, but it could have been written by us if we're being honest about it.
I didn't write it.
You swear?
I did not write that.
Okay.
Can I listen to this Chad interview? Can you guys hear this?
Chad interview? Let's hear it.
Kind of just a gradual discomfort, just an uneasy feeling. So anytime we're out there trying to compete situation, and you're not focused on executing the pitches, other stuff, I think it's a time to you probably should be out there.
Was that just today, or is it?
Yeah, I was thinking just today. I mean, I think everybody has a little general soreness, but yeah, there wasn't to me any red flags or anything besides just something about that last pitch that made me stop. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's kind of the pickoff throw, honestly. The pickoff throw, I was like, that didn't feel great. So I kind of had a little, I guess, self-talk with myself and decided that it was probably best not to move forward.
All right. Saw Scherzer doing. Thought, cool.
You get some of that. Get better, Chad. Easy peasy.
Or just be better.
Okay.
You're already better.
Okay.
Not even hurt.
All right.
I'd like that. It is the pride of the Yankees.
Mm.
Pride of the Yankees. Pride of the Yankees. Yeah.
And you get to go first.
Really? Would you look at this? Couple options, huh?
I actually haven't even looked, dude. I mean, is there a couple options or are you being sarcastic?
No, I'm being genuine because I think there are a few options. You know what? I've earned this for myself, which is super important.
I'm excited to see where that goes.
No, it's going to make full sense in a second. I'm going to give it to Josh Donaldson. He got the stepping stone last step.
Okay.
He goes 6 for 13. He hits 1 homer. 462, 533. I kept saying I think there's more in there. I hope there's more in there. He showed the signs that there would be more coming, and now it's coming in droves, man. Jim, I know we have some mixed feelings on WAR in baseball. Go watch our documentary that comes out, War in Baseball. It's really dramatic, powerful stuff. Ted Williams.
It's about the 1941 Red Sox and how they were a unit
We got
against the France rugby team.
Some of Yogi's Navy stuff is in there. Josh Donaldson, in the first 3 games of this series, he had his 6 hits. His OPS went into the 8s today, Jimmy, which in baseball this year is like kind of rare air. And in the month of May, my guy coming into today was 321, 410, 957 OPS. I'll hit the third base defense quick. You know Poppy loves it. The throw gets away from DJ today. His first play off the bench, whatever. Rizzo's normally over there. The ball's going to find you in baseball. That's how stuff works. For me, Jimbo, the way he hits is so fun. We know he's a little bit of a hitting nerd. Like, that's how he used to spend his internet life, was talking hitting with people. Literally random people on Twitter. His swing is so fun. He hit balls all over the zone. He got to an up and in fastball that I did not think his swing path was able to get to. He's got this fun. He gets on top of the ball. It's pretty. He's locked in right now. And, we talked about the big 4 for a while. Right now it's a big 5. So I'll give it to JD.
Congrats to Josh Donaldson.
Me and him getting this award together.
Congrats to the both of you.
Thank you.
Now, what I'm doing is looking at who I've given Pride of the Yankees to, because there are a lot of options.
Right?
What the hell? Is this a faked list? People tell me I'm so hard on these guys, and they're just getting my prides nonstop. I've given Kiner pride twice, and Glaber pride twice, and Nestor pride 3 times. That's awesome of me. I'm such a nice guy.
Okay.
I'm giving it a Judge.
Yeah.
Had 4 hits. I like his quote when they're chanting MVP, and Meredith goes, "What does that mean to have all these fans here chanting MVP?" He goes, "Nothing. It's May. Doesn't matter."
Pretty good.
Pretty good reply.
It's out of the Jeets book, huh?
And I like that he said he was mad. He got the day off. And then I liked when they asked Booney about that. They said, "Boone, Judge said he was mad. He had the day off yesterday. That's why he was fired up and hit the home runs." And Boone had a great reply. He said, "Well, I'd say it's because he was well rested." It's good. It's good vibes, man. Everyone's joking around.
Yeah. They're always joking, those Yankees.
Always joking. They're always joking. But no, I'm giving Judge the pride of the Yankees.
It's a good one. I was going there.
They had a 500 on base percentage this series. I don't know if you know that.
If me and Josh Donaldson weren't so tethered at this point, I would have given it.
A lot of options, man. Like there's
Yeah.
truly, I had like 3 other people in mind that I could have given to it. And I didn't. I gave it to Judge.
I mean, falling faster, barely breathing. Give me something to believe in, you know?
Yeah. Because you've never given Judge prior to the Yankees this year, besides the 2 times you did.
Jimmy, it's May, dude.
May.
It's May, bro.
It's May.
It's May.
Nothing.
It's May.
Sucks for those kids.
It's May.
Like, all right, I won't cheer for you. Who's your MFer? You gave it to Chapman last time, Kiner the time before that, Hicks the time before that, Trevino the time before that. You gave it to Wandy Marinaccio.
You Yankee motherfucker.
Who are you giving to it? Who are you going to give it to now?
Proud of you, Marinaccio. Part of the family. Jim, I'm going Hicks. As I swoon and I talk about defense at third base, and the people know I love third base. Oh, boy, do I love that center field position. And, man, right now Aaron Hicks is in a bad way with the twig. He is 1 for 12 this series. BBD just let out a noise that sounded like he was watching a video of someone get hit by a bus, and I think he was just looking at Aaron Hicks' stats.
Not even.
Maybe it was that viral video, the guy that went on Tosh.0, dancing in the street, got hit by the ice cream truck.
I was looking at a different kind of stat. He's gotten MFers for the last 5 series recaps.
Heyo.
Gotta be unprecedented.
Well, you know
They've
what?
been winning. I mean, Jake's so mean.
You know why that is? In the month of May, and this is coming into today, before he went 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Sorry, shouldn't have left. Baseball's a very hard sport. Coming into today, before the 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, Aaron Hicks was hitting 091 with a 359 OPS in the month of May. He got out to a hot start. We liked it. And the end of April, he was hitting 306. We were like, all right, Aaron Hicks, yeah, we missed you. You're seeing pitches. You're slapping it around. Catch the ball in center. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim, we got a couple lollygag plays coming up. The stick just seems not there. I wonder
all the time why wonder.
Remember when Hicks, his goal coming into, I think it was 2020, was to hit 30 homers? Did I dream that? Was that the Homer Yankee team?
He said before this season that he thinks he can be a 30-30 guy.
Hicks, 30 home. It was one of the off seasons. He came in jacked. I want to say it was 2020, and he was like, my goal is to hit 30 homers this year. And we were all like, all right, that's cool. It's kind of not necessarily what we're looking for, but like if you do that with the other stuff, that's dope. Man, Jim, we've talked about it a little bit, and maybe we'll deep dive on it sometime. That wrist injury is no joke. And I wonder if his power...
And for you to say that.
What?
For you to say that is big. The guy that's always joking.
I know. His power is potentially zapped at the plate. Maybe it's a big slump. We've seen slumps. But if his power is zapped and his arm strength is gone, we know those are kind of the 2 things this guy prides himself in. And they both may be gone. That, Jim, I think today, that ball to center field, you kind of said it with those words. I don't think anyone's, like, had the balls to tag up on Aaron Hicks from there in the past, 10 years of him playing baseball. Like, it was like, oh, good arm in center field, don't run on that guy. And now, the door is open for the first time, and people are wandering in, where am I? And
he also got he got a bad jump on it.
Yeah, he looks a
and
little
then he
stunned.
had to run it down. He played 7 out of the last 9 games, and it's just, I know they're winning at a unprecedented pace, so that's fine. As soon as they stop winning,
right,
5 out of every 6 games or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Once it starts to go, then he can't be in the 7 out of 9 games. You know what I mean? Like, just he can't, because what he's not giving them anything right now. And the runners and scoring position stuff is bad. But you know what I thought? And this is going to, whenever I have thoughts like this, people always are like, I don't know, say I'm dumb, or like, why even say that? Or like, oh, you complain about everything, or whatever, you know.
Okay.
But it's an honest thought I had today, and I'm sharing it
with our friends.
With the trusted people who listen, who aren't just out to be upset.
Right.
I've never heard Hicks talk about his swing or approach, or anyone break it down.
Okay.
Like, I know JD tries to tether his hands to his knees and, the 50-50. I know that Judge wants to hit every ball to right field, and if he pulls it, that's happenstance of getting to the ball faster. We know that DJ likes to just put the barrel on the ball, and also line drives, not in the air. Glaber likes to react. We know Stan likes to chop down trees. Like, you just hear him talking about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, what type of swing does Hicks have? Like, what is his? Who would you compare it to? Because today he was doing the high leg kick, like Donaldson and like the new Van Scoyet guys. I don't know. I was just thinking, like, all you ever hear about is he prides himself on walking.
He does.
I know he does, and that's fair, and that's fine. He walks a lot. It's good, but that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, what's his swing though? Like, what is his? Because he took a swing today that was just way too big.
Think about what I was just saying.
Yeah.
He's a power hitter.
Yeah.
So
whatever. I mean, he's the MFer.
He's my MFer. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Jim, you can verify me on this. Will you verify me on this?
Maybe.
Even when this slump didn't start fully slumping and Hicks was playing an okay brand of baseball, we were kind of laughing about him sliding down to the 9-hole and stuff. I kind of thought it was for display a little bit, like when you look at the places the Yankees can potentially upgrade this team. And I don't know. I think that's kind of what was happening, and I think things have gone awry a little bit. That I don't know what you really do.
Yeah, we had that conversation recently, right? Where I said I don't know if that was on air off. Or I don't think he has. I mean, that was just me and Joe's talking. I don't think teams are gonna be asking for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of April, it looked like he had some value, and that contract isn't as bad as it was. And now here we are 3 weeks later, and not looking good.
Yeah. He just can't be playing 7 out of 9 games unless the Yankees are winning at this pace. Because then what does it matter? They're winning. But as soon as it starts to become more grinded out,
yeah,
then he's got to be the first one to cut down. The only problem is my MFer's Gallo.
Okay.
Who had just a real bad series after being so good and so hot. And his numbers are, where are they? Gallo. 0 for 13.
It's bad.
0 for 13 with 2 walks. This is just a numbers pick. Gallo had a hot stretch. If he has a hot stretch next series, this weekend and next week, then I count it towards his hot stretch. This is just a blip of 3 games, so this is just a statistical MFer. I'm not counterbalancing. I'm not flopping the pendulum or anything. I still think he could be hot, and he should play and all that stuff. But I don't know why they didn't pinch hit Hicks today. That's the first step. Once the Yankees pinch hit him, have they this year?
Pinch hit for Hicks?
Yeah, today I went back to Hicks. I'm over Gallo. Hicks is would be a double, but it's not worth a double. But I'm just doing a statistical Gallo.
Yeah.
I don't need to do a Gallo combo. But Hicks comes up today with bases loaded after Glaber strikes out and stand up behind him. And I believe was Gallo still available at that time? Had Rizzo been ejected?
Gallo was still available at that time, I believe.
Because I was in the room saying pinch hit Gallo.
Yeah.
Their eyes the same, but Gallo can actually hit. But my point is, the next step in the Yankees coming to terms or realizing he can't be playing is pinch hitting him in moments like that.
Yeah.
So I'll keep my eye out for that.
Yeah, which they might choose to be blind to. Yeah, Gallo, swing expert Jake here. Everyone knows that. The high fastball all series, he wasn't really close to it. So interested to see how he adjusts. He has the hot streak. He has a bad series in Baltimore. They go back to the stadium. Will there be the bounce back? The other thing that I need from Joey Gallo at some point is just a mammoth home run. Like, it just however this story ends, like, I want to see one go, like, up into the Yankees bleachers, and it's like, whoa, I don't know if I've seen one go up there. Like, that's what you do, right? So I'm waiting for that. Yeah, tough series, JoJo. And yeah, I guess I'm interested to see, because high fastballs were just eating him up. And is there an adjustment, or does he Chris Carter it and hope some of those fastballs get lower?
We will see.
We will see.
Next part of the show, regular old awards. It's 6 o'clock.
Gallo did he just missed a homer that would have been like a game winner, which would have been cool, but Rizzo'd it. Jim,
dude, I thought of so many good awards during the show that I forgot. Usually I write them down on a notepad, and I just didn't.
There are a lot of award-eligible players. Almost anyone. Even some players sometimes don't get them. And if you're sitting there like, maybe I want to be a player, know what you need to do? Play with some athletic greens. A little AG1 in your system. A little vroom vroom. Jim will tell you. Chris Rose.
I believe he touched down in the land of the Jersey Blues.
Okay. Chris Rose, become a big Athletic Greens fan. The compound. I told the sales team, I was like, juice me up. I want it. I want it bad because I'm a health guy now. And you can be too with Athletic Greens with one delicious scoop every morning, or I guess whenever you want it. You're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamin, mineral, whole food source, superfoods, and probiotic to start your day right. There you go. It is at the start of the day. If you want, guys. Improves your gut health. Gut check. Your nervous system, your immune system, energy, recovery, focus. These are things you people all want to. Athletic Greens is everywhere. They're huge. Check them out. It's lifestyle friendly if you're a keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free. They're using the latest science, third-party testing to check it out. And Chris Rose uses it, and he's a legend. He's a living legend. To make it even easier for you, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs. Holy cow, with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/Yanks. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/Yanks to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. athleticgreens.com/Yanks.
You're up first. Liam Hendricks, 3-1 pitch to Benintendi. If he homers, it's a tie game. Grounded out.
Damn. White Sox.
Mets walked off.
Mets walked off.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Alonso. He celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
Seen it. Jim, the first award I'm giving out, a very prestigious Talkin Yanks award, is going to be the Kelly Blue Book Award. I may have given this out before.
The Kelly Blue Book Award.
Kelly Blue Book Award. Yeah. Okay.
Well, we already did Hicks. You've been talking about this. You did it with like kind of seems like Clark recently. I don't know.
Okay.
Marwin?
You know what? That's not a bad guess out of you.
Thanks.
It's not right. Jim, the Kelly Blue Book Award is going to Anthony Rizzo. James, Kelly Blue Book, kind of one of those funny things. You become an adult and you start finding out stuff. If some of our younger listeners have no idea, Kelly Blue Book is just like them's the rules for used car prices. They just like they are kind of the overlying. We know how much cars are worth. I don't know. Good for Kelly in his blue book. James, I've watched a lot of baseball in my life, right? How much?
Probably 20,000 parts of 20,000 games.
Parts of 20,000 games I've watched, people. Think about that. Think about that. I swear by it. Jim, Anthony Rizzo in the first base defense.
That's 625 games a year.
Feels high.
That feels high.
Starting to feel high.
Are we counting non-televised, like Little League games, like you drive by a field, parts of that game?
Yeah.
I still think we're at like maybe 500 a year, maybe 400 max.
Those ESPN game screens I pop up that blows your mind that I'd watch them.
I think you're around. I give you 10 to 15,000.
I'll take it. Kelly Blue Book. That's how you negotiate. Watching Anthony Rizzo this year, watching the Yankees teams from previous years, watching baseball around the league, watching the throw to DJ today. What good defense at first base offers for years in baseball, is like put the big guy over there. He's just got to catch the ball. Guess what? We were wrong. like know how we're looking back and the game is changing and, some for good, some for bad. Defense at first base, the game missed for years. And Rizzo, I bet he'll tell you, he has that throw at home plate that he just gets beat on. He'd probably tell you to make that play. There's a really tough play, some weird knee stuff. It's to the bad side for him. But his picks at first base throughout this series, it's changed the way I value just the first base position as a whole. By having good defense at that one position, you're upgrading your defense at like 4 other positions. It's kind of a no-brainer. Rizzo's been a treat. And by the way, he got the stick going again, Jimbo. We like that. Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo. Congrats to him.
What were you saying? Do you like him, and what's your first award?
I like him, and my first award is how would I, if the chat could close their ears real quick, and or no, just anyone listening besides BBD, just please be quiet and don't talk, and just you take your headphones off. BBD, what would a term be if I want to do like Twilight Zone and Fog and like the time travel song and like you're into the days?
Oh, in the days.
Yeah,
I would just
like say it's a crime movie and this is like a foggy memory that like has bits and pieces jumbled together.
Oh, so like a mirage is like a little different.
Oh, Mirage. Thanks.
But,
all right, tell Jake we're good.
Jake, we're good.
We're good, Jake. You can put your ears back on.
What are you guys talking about? Did you say your
I'm
award?
giving out the Mirage Award.
Okay. Is it a good award or a bad award?
It's the Mirage Award. It's kind of
Pretends to be good, so it's bad. Or you're a big gambler, so maybe the casino.
Wait, hold on. I think Sean H in the chat kind of has it better.
Yeah, you want to pivot?
Yeah, Fugue State Award.
Feud Steak Award.
Fugue, Fugue.
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 Fugue Steak.
Yeah.
Is that one word or two words?
State. Fugue.
2 words or 1 word?
2 words. Fugue
Okay.
being the first one.
Just had to check. Holy shit, man. IKF, I don't know.
No, Severino.
Okay.
Severino still isn't real to me.
Okay.
It's like some hazy memory of 17, but in 2022. Like I still identify him. I see Severino, and Tanaka's in the dugout watching him, and so is Cece, and Gary's catching.
Right.
That's like where my brain, if there's an isolated shot of yes with Sevy on the mound, that's how I'm filling in the blanks, and it's cloudy, and then I'm like kind of like wiping the window, the moistness off the window, and like and then I'm like, wait, this is now? Sevy's going 6 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 earned now?
Yeah.
Tyone is his teammate?
It's
Cole?
like Chopper.
It's like this.
Chopper to Sevy. He throws over to Bird at first for the out.
It's this weird, like, he hasn't broken through to now. It's a good thing. Like, Sevy looks good. He's not there yet. Like, even this outing, there was a walk, there's some stuff, and it wasn't, like, sharp. But I don't know, man. It hasn't fully clicked for me. Like, oh, yeah, and Sevy's there, too.
Yeah, man. Again, the further you get away from these games, the tougher it is to remember heavy John Lennon lyric. Jim, I remembered Sevy kind of like battling a little bit. Like I remember him turning it on, but I remember being like, all right, Sevy's, he's working through an Orioles game and he's going to end up on top. 6 innings, 1 hit.
Yeah. Well, in the first inning, Glaber had the really nice play to get out of it, but Gallo dropped the ball in his glove to get into it, Right. So it was kind of like, all right, those two plays should kind of balance themselves out. But it seemed like he was in trouble. I mean, the next inning, he throws 7 pitches. That's just like, that's a fugue state. You don't even know that happened. Then he hit a guy, Rylan Bannon. You're sent down the next day.
Hey.
Then he gives up the home run. Yeah, man. But then he was good. That's what I'm saying. It was like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Like when you say that.
Because you kind of feel like a little dance in your brain.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. What's that? Chandelier? Is that Sia? Hip. Very hip. Jim, good award, dude.
Thanks to Sean H. And BBD helped get us there. But yeah, it has not clicked yet. And it's so cool.
And you know what? Not to be stupido, but he kind of needed that. His last 3, 6-4 versus Baltimore, 5-3 versus Kansas City, 4.2-3 versus Toronto.
But maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's because we're kind of okay with him having just a healthy, decent year. And then even when he's dealing, we still don't register it as, Sevy dealt.
Well, dude, nothing matters anyways when you're winning this much, or life in general. And
is that your next award?
His last 3 starts have all been 90 plus. So it's like, we're still like Sevy's kind of still in like rehab for us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What are you saying? What's the award? How many words is it?
I have my second award ready. Do you want to get skipped?
German?
Do you want me to skip you right here?
Are you messing with me?
I can skip you if you're not ready.
Are you You're going to leave me the honor of the final award.
Yeah, I'll leave you the honor of the final award.
Okay. As long as it's for one player.
I'm taking one guy.
Okay, that's huge, dude. Because I got awards kind of stacked.
Aging can be tough award.
Aging can be tough award. Okay. Again, it's kind of set up to feel like not a positive award, even though it is. So I don't really want to guess.
Not really a positive award,
Okay.
but it's not a bad award.
Okay. See, a lot of smoke screens. It's going to DJ. You got this DJ take you need to get off your chest.
No, it goes to Garrett Cole.
Hmm.
Because from pitches 76 to 100, the age where a lot of people start dying,
Yeah.
his results get worse.
Yeah.
And this is something he needs to get through.
Yeah.
I guess get better, or eventually they need to take note of this. Either he's still building up the strength, but he had a really good start. And then he came back. Virtuoso asked if I have a headache in the chat. Yes. Very big headache. He came back out, and then he gets a double, single, another hard hit. I forget, before he comes out, and they give it to Clay. And you noted this last episode that I think you said third time through. We're kind of just towards end of the games.
It's those pitches you're in.
Yeah, and if it goes above 100, now he's only had three plate appearances above 100. But if you were to add those to the 76 to, end of the game pitches, and this is normal. It's kind of not, because usually when a guy is pitching good enough to get those pitches, he's having a really good day. So it's actually even. But yeah, something to note, man. I mean, if it's a close game like this was, it became a 1-run game. When just go to Clay earlier, go to Wandy, use a guy that needs to get used, because you don't use him ever. Wandy at 3-0 and then to Clay. You can do that. Or we're building Cole up to get stronger in those last pitches. I don't know, but something to note. Pitches 51 to 75, 154 slugging against, 344 OPS against, pitches 76 through the rest. It's like an 800 OPS against.
Yeah, it's tricky. It's definitely something to monitor, because it was kind of there last year, and it's been here this year. That 1 over 100 is the Cole Calhoun. That was the Cole on Cole crime. But I had tweeted it out because, again, it felt like Cole didn't have his A stuff in the first 2 innings, but he got through it clean, and then it was like, oh boy, it's game time. He strikes out the side in the 4th. He strikes out 2 out of the 3 batters in the 5th. He comes out for the 6th, and they get him. Cedric the entertainer, Hayes. So, hey, I think you're going third time through and that pitch area. But, I mean, a little bit of credit to him, and I do think the Yankees are still living in fear of this busy stretch where we see them pushing Cole and we see Clay Holmes has the most games. He came back out for the 7th, and he goes 1, 2, 3. So, I mean, credit to him there. But yeah, I guess it's something to monitor, and it's almost like let's do it a few times in this regular season, because if it's October and there's a lot of numbers staring you in the face, you have to acknowledge them at some point.
Mm-hmm. But they got to acknowledge Hicks first, so we'll see.
We'll see.
Whatever happened to predictability?
It's a great award.
Thanks.
I'm giving out the You a Ho award.
Wow. You a ho, a garden rake, so a guy who just rakes, dude. You're going Kiner Falefa, just fucking rakes, dog.
Jimmy.
Wait. You're giving an award to DJ. So you're giving this to DJ.
Jimmy, you just made yourself look doubly foolish. Thank you. The You a Ho award, which doesn't make me look foolish, is going to our friend Jose Trevino. He goes pole dancing for his first Yankees home run. The first one from the catcher position.
Don't talk shit about.
I haven't said anything. I'm complimenting a guy with the You a Ho award. He hits the pole for his first Yankee home run. We've talked about how Kiner, outside of the 3.5 hours of Yankee baseball, is like the consummate Yankee, like the utmost compliments and hard work. Jose Trevino, he hits that homer. First thing he does, he heads in after the game, makes his Twitter pic, him touching home place on the homer. He's dancing it up for the fans. I love it, Jim. I've got a little hoe in me. It's tough to say that. And if you say his name with, depending how you say it at the end, you can kind of throw an H in there, Trevino.
Trevino.
So, he gets the first Yankee catcher homer, and he had a nice little series, a little 3 for 7, and he almost got another one. So, and I thought it was funny.
You don't think that was rude?
What?
To almost get that second one?
I see what you're saying. No. Higgy likes a good race. Higgy goes home and he watches drone racing. It amuses him. So he likes a good race.
Drone racing just won an award.
Trevino, even when he was kind of in his funk, I thought it was interesting. He wasn't striking out at all. When he was 0 for 21, he only had 1 strikeout. So, there's something there. We love a king that puts the ball in play, and he's starting to get a little bit of a reward for it. I mean, in his, it's a small sample side, but the catching has been delicious all year, and in his last 4 games, the Yankees are 4-0. He's 905 OPS. This guy's a freak.
Did you say sample side?
The letters ever since you gave out your Sigmund Freud award or whatever it was have all been confusing.
I haven't understood a thing said on the podcast in the last 10 minutes.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Who do they play next? The White Sox again, right?
White Sox at home, back at the stadium. Interested to see if the White Sox have changed at all. And yeah, go and win all the games.
Nestor Savvy J-Mo.
Nestor Savvy J-Mo.
How about that squad?
Keuchel tomorrow night.
Nestor Savvy J-Mo.
Yeah. You don't have those 3 on the same team in your head right now.
They're not.
Yeah.
They're not teammates.
Yeah.
That's what's tripping me up.
Pitching in the same series.
J-Mo Cueto, Sunday Night Baseball.
Oh. That stinks.
Yeah.
We get to listen to Coney. That's saving grace.
That's cool.
Like that.
All right. That's the end of the episode.
Thanks, everybody.
Love you guys. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.